Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So I am doing a process video here of some of my page spreads for the March journal prompt kit challenge thingy. I don't know what you call it. And the theme for March was heritage, and the prompts for it for each week were birth, name, ancestry, and family. So what I've done here is I've just pulled out this gorgeous, I don't know what you call it, traditional South Korean dress, and this is part of my heritage, so I wanted to just share this with you. And this is from the March journal kit, where you saw some pieces, some really pretty pieces that I scanned this outfit, and the rainbow is just so beautiful. I love it. So it's kind of like a two-piece dress. And yeah, so my mum, I guess I'll just tell the story as I go through the process of these pages. I'll just share the story. So I was adopted when I was 4 months old, born in South Korea, but my mum and my sister flew over to South Korea from Australia to come and get me and bring me back home to my dad and brother, who were waiting at home. So all my family, they're all Aussie, and I'm the youngest. I'm the only adopted one. And so that is a bit of my background. And so when my mum was in South Korea, she bought all three of us kids, my brother, my sister and me, 2 outfits each of this traditional South Korean clothing. I don't know what you call it. And so she got 2 sets for each of us, one at a certain size and one at a larger size, so we could grow into it when we were older. And this one here, I think this was the smaller one for me, and I did have another one which was a larger one, but I gave that one to my sister, so she's got all of those outfits now. She's got the 2 for her, the 2 for my brother, and the other one for me. The one that I kept was this one with the pink and the rainbow, just because it was my favourite one, so I'll never ever get rid of that. And I thought maybe I could incorporate it in a junk journal one day, recording my life. But for now, the scanned images is all I can do. I don't want to cut it up or anything, and maybe I'll never be able to cut it up, but at least I've got these scanned images, so I definitely use those in this page spread. So I'm just gluing down the prompts and the spiel for March at that first part. And then here, this is my birth notice in the newspaper that my parents put in the newspaper, and it talks about the date that I came to Australia, which was in January 1986, so 4 months after I was born. So I love that kind of memorabilia. I'm glad I have all these little pieces, these authentic pieces from my life, like an heirloom. Like I've got a birth cup. Some people have a birth bracelet, or I don't know, I've got a birth cup. It's a silver cup. I'll show it in the next video, I suppose, if I remember, when I show the finished page spreads. My brother, my sister and I all have a silver cup each to record our birth, I suppose. And yeah, that's kind of my little memorabilia from my birth, along with the pink rainbow dress. So yeah, and with the birth notice, also that passport. So I used some of my passport paper in here. I scanned the passport and it's printed out as a digital, which is also part of the kit for March. And that passport was kind of, I call it my birth passport, because I was only 4 months old when I travelled to Australia. But it's kind of cool. It's got my photo in there from when I was a baby. It's got all my details and the stamps in it as well from South Korea and Australia. And there's lots of blank pages in there, so I could definitely use that, like authentic ephemera from my life, in other journal page spreads. But for now, I can only bring myself to scan them and use the scanned images. But yeah, you can see that one in that bottom right page. That's a page from my passport. And then this page here, this was a page from my mum's notebook, and like she gave me a whole bunch of my adoption files, and this page was in the adoption files, and there was her handwriting on some of it. That I didn't include in the kit because that's more personal to me, but there's a page here from that which is very meaningful to me, so I use that to journal on. So I kind of just made a little collage page And I love it because it's using all of those authentic pieces from my own life. So very, very meaningful and special to me. And I was glad to share those pieces with you as well in that March kit. So for those who don't know, the March kit is available for all patrons at whatever tier level. And also, if you can't join up on Patreon or you don't want to go through that process of signing up or anything, it's also available for $5 as a kit, but you just have to contact me. So my email's below if you want to do that, or contact me through Etsy or Facebook or whatever, and then I just email it to you through that. So you can either direct deposit or PayPal, for those who don't know. And there's also the kits for January, February, March, and the intro kit if you were interested. I had a lady contact me saying she wanted all the kits, so we just did it that way through PayPal and email. And now I'm just flipping the page and looking at what I have left in the kit that I might want to use. I didn't end up using this. I just wanted to cover up that page. Wasn't a big fan of the turkey image, so I ended up just using a different piece. I can't remember now. Was it this one? Or I stuck that one there. I think I stuck this piece there and a different piece on the other side. But yeah, I'm just playing around. I didn't use all of the items in the kit. There's 20 items in each kit. And I just use them, the ones I want to use that fit in, and the others I just, file away for later. So yeah, stick down this page here, this print here, just a quote. So every kit comes with a quote that I come up with to fit with the theme. And you are a beautiful gift to the world. So no matter what the circumstances of your birth, that's just all about how you are here for a reason. You're not a mistake in God's eyes. He knew you were coming here and planned it for such a time as this, in these times, in this place, wherever you are. And He created you just as you are, to be who you are, to be a gift to the world. And here I've got a printout of a poem that I wrote. It's called An Identity Manifesto, but I didn't end up using it in these page spreads. But that's just explaining that, all about that kind of idea of how we're here for a reason, and we don't have to be like anyone else. We can just be who we are. And then, so I'm just kind of flipping through, looking at how the pages look. This is the piece I stuck on this page. Okay. And on the next page, I talk more about ancestry and heritage in that way. And that top piece is a doily from my grandma. And that bottom piece is an envelope from my other grandma, my kindred spirit. So I just wrote about them. I don't do any of the writing in the process video. I'll share the finished page spreads in a different video. But what I wrote on this page was all about my grandparents, or my grandmas in particular, and how my doily grandma, she was always into knitting and crocheting, embroidery. So they were both quite artistic, I suppose, creative. Whereas my other grandma, my kindred spirit, she painting, collage, decoupage. She did all sorts of creative things. I just wrote about her and how she was very much like me, a girly girl. We loved pretty things and colourful things and sparkly things. So I always loved going to her house and seeing all of her pretty things around the house. And then here, sticking this piece down, this is a prompt card in the kit as well that says 10 words to describe my family culture. So this goes with that prompt about family. So I don't write out the list of words, 10 words to describe my family in this video. I do later on, and I'll come back and share the finished page spreads with that list and all the writing, and I'll chat more about that later on. So awesome. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope you have fun with those prompts too, and I'll be releasing the April journal kit very soon. Bye guys.